Alrighty, so today we're going to be talking about a oldie but a goodie, a chief definite aim.
This is a Touchstone Publishers presentation, your trusted source of leadership knowledge.
All right, welcome. Let's get started on our program today at Essential Leadership Skills. My name is Glenn Daniels, and I'm the COO of Touchstone Publishers. Now, what I would like to discuss with you today is just a simple process. It's called Chief Definite Purpose. May I ask you, what is your chief definite purpose? Today, we call it your why. But this was started a while back by a gentleman named Napoleon Hill. This is where the things first kind of got started, although these concepts are older than 5,000 years. But here, let's talk about Napoleon Hill, and this got popularized in the book called Think and Grow Rich. Now, the question I have before we go any further for you is, have you read Think and Grow Rich? And if you have read it, are you reading it once a year like you should be? At the bare minimum, once a year. I was told, or I heard Tony Robbins once time say that he didn't even get the book until after he read it 7 times. So if you have not read that book once a year to reattune yourself, because it's one of those things that every time you read it, you're going to pull something else out of, because your understanding, your power as a person is going to grow. Here's something I'd like for you to understand, that what he has been saying and why this idea of having a definite chief aim, a purpose. Whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Let's update that for today. Whatever you, a person, a human, can see in their minds, they can achieve it. So by doing that, you can put yourself in a position where you are able to expand and grow and set things up. Now, this is not just soft skills. It's a science to this, but it also takes a lot of work to keep in mind what your definite chief aim is, your definite chief purpose. Besides that, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to go any place. You're not going to have other people accept your vision of life, of your company, your organization, if you don't have a clear definition of it. The most practical and powerful purpose of all, powerful skill of all, I should say, of controlling your mind is to know what it is that you want. Look at this quote. The most practical of all methods of controlling the mind is the habit of keeping it busy. Keeping it busy with a definite purpose. Your chief definite purpose, backed up by a definite plan. Your chief definite plan. Okay, I'm going to ask you folks just to take a couple minutes and understand that your chief definite purpose is your vision. Okay, and in a business society, it's your vision of how the world should be, how your organization should be, how you want your organization to make a difference. If you don't have that, let's sit down and let's structure that. By the way, if you're not a leader of an organization, maybe you're just an employee there, and maybe as an employee, that's not your vision. What is your vision? And how's this job you have right now going to help you achieve your vision? But back to who this is for, leaders. You have to start getting in the habit of sharing your vision. And you can't share your vision, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have that vision. Your vision equals your definite chief aim, your definite chief purpose. This is a major key to motivating your team. You want to motivate your team? This is how you do it. By you understanding what your vision is, by you being able to share what your vision is. So I'm going to ask you to sit down and figure out what your definite chief aim is. So I've heard people say, well, some people say my definite chief aim is to be able to make a difference in helping people getting from one part of the planet to the other part of the planet in the most ease. I heard one person say their definite chief aim is to make all their employees better than what they have been. This gentleman, by the way, was giving away half of all of his earnings back to his company. So when he sold his company, the employees would get half of that back. They'd still be employed because they sold them to a company that kept them employed, but he'd sell it for $150 million and he'd give the employees $75 million. So they could be better off. They have a better vision. The person had a vision to be an international known speaker so that he could make his difference across the planet, make a difference every place. What is your definite chief vision? I think you really need to get into that and really start to understand that when you share your vision, that's when you get to motivate people. Now, you got to keep your mind fixed on what it is you want, what it is that you want in your life or in your organization, not on what you don't want. Keep your mind fixed on that, and you'll find yourself in a really enjoyable place. So keep your mind fixed, okay? Keep your mind fixed on that subject.